Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're staying warm. Please let me know in the comments where you're watching from because I'm going to send you a great big warm hug because it's cold where I am. But let's get started because I'm going to say it out loud. For those in the back, for those who need to hear, I'm going to say what needs to be said. In the meantime, we are all here. Hello, everyone. I'm Zelda with Seeing Crime, and here we go. I want to bring this to you today because somebody has to say it. And I think that we get kind of caught up with the details of this case of Karen Reed, but I'm just going to say it right out loud. This is why. There are big reasons here why, well, for instance, that the CW does not want Dr. Marie Russell to testify on dog bites. Because if it is allowed into the next trial, if there is one, then what will happen is that causes reasonable doubt. How? Well, you're not really accusing anyone. It's because their case is built on John not getting into the house, that Karen ran over him backwards at 24 miles per hour. So if that happens to be dog bites on John's arm, allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion, yes, they are, that means John was in the house, and poof, there goes their case. The same thing with Jennifer. Jennifer's Google searches, house long to die in the cold, two of them. First one at 2:27 a.m. That means that she knew John was not unalived yet. Maybe, sorta, kinda. Maybe, just maybe, she was doing this because there was an idea that if they put him outside, he'll just freeze to death. Maybe, allegedly, supposedly. Another thing that will make their case go poof, because that means that they know. How would they know? Well, John would have to be in the house. Once again, their case is built on Karen unaliving him, running over him backwards. You see, it's very simple. That's why they want to get rid of these two big witnesses, among others, among other testimony. You watch and see. Then their case goes poof. On top of Trooper Proctor now having to face a state trial. It's about time, don't you think? January 15th. And if Colonel Noble, has his way, I don't think this is going to end up very well for Trooper Proctor. But the one thing that I'm going to say about this dude is that he was the throwaway. He was the one who wanted to be involved. He wanted to be a part of the group. He was the one who actively lied and manipulated the investigation, in my opinion. So that way he could be big buddies and be within the in-group. He was never going to be within the in-group, just like Higgy Baby. Never, ever going to be in the in-group. Higgy and Proctor have been all but abandoned. I think they have been abandoned. So the bottom line is Proctor did all this work for the McAlberts. He brought this to case, and yet you can hear crickets. He's out in left field now by himself. Well, don't be surprised after this hearing if you might hear a few little things coming out from Proctor's attorney, because Proctor may not, supposedly, allegedly, might not want to go down, and he may not want to be going down as the captain of this ship because, well, he would be. Let's get into it. First of all, I want to say, I am not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional, and I am not law enforcement. I am a tarot profiler. I'm a psychic medium, and I'm here to take guidance from the cards to see exactly where we're headed and where we're going. Thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, please do me a favor and subscribe and like this video. That's so important. We have the Mythic Tarot to start out with. We have the hidden, because I think there's a lot hidden, Cartomancy, and then we have our favorite, the Kipper deck. I think one of the card decks that is my favorite is this Kipper. Let me know in the comments if you like the Kipper. Okay, here we are, my darlings. See what you see in the cloth. Do you see something coming about? I think there's some good things coming. I'm going to leave it for a couple of seconds more. If you need to pause the video and take a good look, let me know what energy you see there. All right, we're going to clear this energy. Here we are. We're going to start off laying a foundation just real quickly, right, Zelda, with this Kipper deck. I like to shuffle in front of you because, well, I like this integrity of just picking the cards, the journey. Oh yeah, this has been a journey, and Dr. Marie is in town now. Concerning message. Oh yeah. And the thief. Wow, wow. And change. We're going to take these as they are. We'll put these to the side just for a moment, and we're going to lay these out. The journey. This has been a journey, but Dr. Marie Russell has made a journey, and I'm sure she is in town now, and I'm sure she is being interviewed once again, preparing for tomorrow's hearing. If you haven't guessed already, today is January 6th of 2025. Thank you so much for being here. Message of concern, I believe that is going to be for tomorrow. And then we have a thief, and there's going to be some change. I'm going to tell you what, prepare yourselves for tomorrow, because if you and I can figure out all of this as far as why they want this testimony to be blown out of town, so can Judge Beverly Cannoni. Yes. Because there is going to be some changes. The thief, these two, I want to confirm. I have to say I kind of like those two. We ask that spirits, guides, angels give us an insight. We're going to just pick out a few cards. 6 of Wands. That looks like a champion. 5 of Cups. Oh boy. Queen of Swords. That's Beverly. Auntie Bev. And the 10 of Wands. Okay. I do believe that Karen will come out a champion tomorrow. Now look, I'm going to tell you this. Even if Dr. Marie Russell is not allowed to testify, and I don't see why she wouldn't be, because, well, she was already certified as an expert in the last trial. So if she's not this time, don't worry. The defense has another plan. So don't worry about this, okay? But I do feel that Karen will be a champion tomorrow in this hearing. The 5 of Cups. Look at this card. Look at this. There is someone kind of sort of running away. There is regret. There is anger. There is guilt. There is upset. But you know, there are 2 cups intact. 3 cups are broken and fallen. But the 2 cups intact is what we need to focus on. What do we need to focus on? Well, the one is Dr. Marie Russell, and the other is Haas Long. Oh, Jennifer McCabe. That's right. The 5 of Cups. Interesting, because you see how this woman is looking over things, and there's someone is about to run out. This is going to be interesting. It's getting interesting. This Queen of Swords is someone who makes a decision. It may or may not be a right decision, but look at this. There's a Thief card. She knows what's about to happen. This is a karma card as well. So I'm just going to tell you, don't worry. The 10 of Wands. The change, it's kind of funny that the change comes with this card, the 10 of Wands, because you see how this 10 comes about. There's a ship that's been beached. There's someone who has just been encompassed with these wands. The 10s are the end of a particular suit. Any of the suits, the 10s are the last card, and then you get into the major arcana, or arcana, however you want to say it. But with this being said, this is encompassing. This 10 of Wands, pardon me, is a card where there's some definite lessons built into this, and they will be taking from the lessons that tomorrow will bring. They are prepared. I can tell you this, they are definitely prepared for what's going to happen, and they being the defense. Now, I have our friend, the Piotnik. I'm going to lay out a couple of cards of this. There's love. Oh yeah, we're going to love this tomorrow. And a widower. A couple of cards from our friend, the Gypsy Witch, my grandmother's deck. The cards that she loved. She loved this deck. The Tower. And the Crossroads. I'm putting all these out here because I like to read them together. The 5 of Spades. The 2 of Hearts. This card stuck to my thumb. Oh, I can see why. I turned that around so you could see this. And the 3 of Clubs. My darlings, there is a definite uncertainty about what's going to be happening tomorrow. This partnership, I think it's been a love-hate partnership with the CW, because this card is frustrated, upset. This partnership is only, these two cards kind of go together, but this partnership is only based on the trust factor. This widower card. Now this means I don't believe that somebody has been unalived or going, but I'm going to tell you, as time goes on this year, I will predict that there is a great possibility that someone will unalive themselves. Keep watch. Keep watch. As the heat gets turned up, we may just see that. I don't like to predict that type of thing, but this is also a card that can predict loss and how bad they feel about it. Because I'm going to tell you something. Dr. Marie gets in, and those Huss Long by Green, that testimony of the Google searches gets in, it's over. It's over for the CW. It's over already. But this is just, and I'm going to tell you once again, I'm going to say once again, this is not a money grab, because the CW already knows that people, attorneys, countrywide and worldwide are coming to help for the defense team because they see what the CW is doing, and the CW is not only turning into a laughingstock, it is getting very serious because it is recognized of what they are doing. It is a complete clown show of how they are handling this. No other viable attorney, in my opinion, would take this case. There are reasons behind that. We won't get in that now, but the Tower here denotes a death. Now this 10 of Clubs is a lump sum of money. But coming by these cards, and this was a timing card, and I'm going to tell you by this coming summer of 2025, this will all be over, and we will be watching the filings of Karen Reed begin. And boy, oh boy, that's going to be great. And filings for what? Well, I think that she's going to file suit against a lot of people and the police department. I'm not a lawyer, but I think that's the way it's going to go. This is a crossroads. The CW is going to be at a crossroads. This talks about evil. This is evil consequences. But you see this Joker? This is one of the Jokers. That means that this is deep down, hidden, on purpose, secrets. Secrets that you take to the grave. Secrets that you cannot mutter out because they are ruinous to so many. This is an uncertain card. An uncertainty, and it can be with how they're going to keep this going, the CW. How will they keep this going? That is the uncertainty. I love that. Let's get a couple of cards from the House of Zelda. Well, it parted there. I want to make sure they don't stick together because they do. Travel. You know, we have that journey card there. I think that is an indication there. Anger. He looks pretty mad, doesn't he? Haunted by the past. Well, you know what? I got to tell you this. When Officer John O'Keefe came to visit me, now I'm talking spirit energy now. I do not know him personally. He was angry. And he said that there are those that he will continue to try to haunt. I believe that. People can be haunted. And you know what? It can come through as a guilt. Do some of these people have guilt? I don't think so. But their kids might. It could be, too, that something unnerves. I've seen the biggest and baddest of humanity crack under fear, under duress, anxiety, guilt. I think this is a great possibility. But this travel intrigues me. Let's see if we can't. There's a journey, there's travel. I'm taking it as Dr. Marie Russell. However, let's see what else we can come up with. The Queen of Wands. An action card, a fiery start. The Knight of Cups. Someone coming into, bringing a message. And the Ace of Pentacles. That is a timing card as well. And I believe that this is, my darlings, I'm just going to tell you this. There's a lot of free will into this reading. A lot of things ending up having to go on. And I got to say this. The courtship. Hank Brennan is going to stay with this. And look. He knows. He knows the truth. But to save his face and save reputation, he's going to follow this through the end. No matter, there's an expression, no matter if it kills somebody. No, I'm not accusing anyone. I'm not saying anything. That is an expression. But he is dedicated. He is engaged. He is married to this case. The false person, this energy of putting things together, of making a timeline. Hank knows. Hank Brennan knows. I'm just going to tell you, he knows what's up. So just remember, all of this much ado about nothing is because they understand that John O'Keefe was in the house. In my opinion, he was in the house, as well as, in my opinion, Chris Albert, as well as many of the others. But there's one person that witnessed this that John's spirit told me. We may hear from them, we may not hear from them, but I'm going to tell you, I feel that the feds know who it is. I'm also going to say this. They know the truth. The Commonwealth knows the truth. And if they back up, they know they are in serious doo-doo. They are dependent upon a jury to put Karen away. And then as far as they're concerned, this saves their bacon and they all go away. Well, I got news for them. The feds don't look at it that way. The feds are looking further out of the nucleus of this Morrissey's encampment. They are looking at Proctor. They are looking at all these other people because it is about the investigations and the lies, and not only in the Karen Read case, but many, many others, and we know those. This will not, and Karen will not be found guilty. I can tell you that. She will be acquitted. But if she were to be, hypothetically, this will not resolve the Fed investigation. They have in their minds that it will, but it will not. Rest assured that this is getting ready to come down. And I'm going to tell you, remain righteously angry, because this is going to be really something. And I got to tell you what, I'm here for it. Let's see what happens in the Doe Bear hearing tomorrow. The Daw Bear, the Doebert, however you want to say that is fine with me. Do me a favor. It would also be fine with me if you subscribed, liked, and thank you so much for your support. I am so happy. Stay warm, everyone, because I'll tell you what, it is heating up, regardless of how cold it is inside. Thanks for being here. Much love to you. Bye for now.